Hey everybody, I'm back. We're talking about the BrainTap headset and the BrainTap subscription. Now, I do want to tell you that in order to use the BrainTap headset, you have to have a subscription to the app. And it's not cheap, but it's not like thousands of dollars either. So just know that the two of them are going to have to work together. So right now I am in my 2-week free trial period for the app. And what have I done so far? This morning I sat down and I did the introduction part, and I did the 20-minute demo for the headset. And let me tell you, it was actually pretty nice. I got comfortable, I put it on, and I started it. Unlike hypnosis, I didn't have to sit there and go, all right, try to relax this, try to relax this. It just, some nice music was playing, closed my eyes, there were some lights that you could see through your closed eyelids, and then the voice came on telling me about it. Now, it did ask me to do some deep breathing, and that was nice, and I did find that I occasionally tended to drift into almost sleep mode, and then every once in a while I would jerk back, and that's pretty regular for me. But here's the interesting part. This one was not necessarily, it wasn't about becoming more productive or any of those things. But afterwards, I did feel rested. But when I came into my desk, I actually felt like, hey, I need to do a couple of things. Now, why that's important is because I do have a condition that is called ADHD. And in another podcast, we'll get into exactly what is ADHD. I tend to call it neuro-extra. And that's because, number one, I don't want to speak over me a condition or a disease or a lesser than, and I don't think that this style of thinking is necessarily extra. I think we all have different ways that we think, and that throughout history, the different ways we think had more use, less use, whatever. And again, that can be in a different conversation. But I do know that for the past 2.5 years at least, I have been having trouble starting things. I think lots of things have ideas, but just actually having the motivation there to do something, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle. And I am doing a lot of different behavior patterns to change that. And I'm doing, I did start some medication. Doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot, really. But for whatever reason, today was a motivation day. We will see whether or not it is part of the BrainTap. And I don't know how often I'll actually record something on BrainTap. I'm not going to record the sessions because you don't want to sit there and look at me as I have one of these on. But I think I will do just a moment. We can at least see what it looks like, right? So I have my cell phone here. I'm trying to get to where BrainTap is. There it is. It's got lots of different things on it. It's got personal growth visualization. That's the one that is featured right now that came up. Journey of the Alpha. You've got all sorts of stuff. Kickstart your journey. That's 63 sessions, which is experience 21 days full of BrainTap to jumpstart your journey. It wants you to do morning, anytime in the afternoon, and then at sleep, bedtime, or middle of the night. And 21 days. I'm not going to do that one right now. Let's see. I had downloaded some. What I downloaded was Wind Dance, which is about 20 minutes, Introduction to BrainTap, and then Introduction to the BrainTap headset demo. That one's about 21 minutes. The introduction to just BrainTap itself is 16 minutes. I have not done that one. The only one I have done so far is the introduction to the BrainTap headset demo. So let me start the introduction to BrainTap demo, and I'll let you just see what it's like. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the BrainTap. When you go to their video, they tell you about it. Turn it on, then back off. These lights are in at the earphone piece. They talked a little bit about it, and apparently light can be absorbed through a lot of things, and light is being absorbed through your ear when you're doing this. You put it on, and in the directions they tell you to make sure that you have your volume turned up on your phone. You can connect it via Bluetooth. You can also connect it hardwired in. I am doing, obviously, the Bluetooth. I am going to select this and start it. And then I'll close my eyes, and this is what you do. Now what I'm hearing right now is speaking from the owner. I'm learning a little bit about BrainTap. And there's music in the background. Sometimes it's coming from one ear, sometimes it's coming from another. All they want me to do is concentrate on my breathing, listen to the voice, and keep my eyes closed. You know. Now I do notice that from time to time my eyes will jump, and again, I don't know if that's me. Earlier, I occasionally had a twitch of the leg. I do think that that's part of me relaxing. And that's it. All right, I'm gonna stop that because I wouldn't be getting the effect of the session if I keep talking, and you have no reason to sit and watch it. So that's what this is. So far, I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to really deep diving into some of the different sessions, and also seeing what it can do. So with that, welcome to the journey of Gail, a person who's just a little bit neuro-extra. That is, again, my word for it, because I don't always think that sometimes it's just me. Sometimes it's a dopamine issue or a chemical issue, but a lot of times I think I have a busy brain going on. And with that, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the journey with me.